The Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. Next on Madden Football.
As an insult, no one drafted from the Cardinals in the draft. Is it because they beat up on the lowly Chargers twice in 2 consecutive seasons? They face a challenge from the Eagles, who lost Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. Travis Etienne was not the answer for the Eagles as Barkley's replacement, so they drafted Bijan Robinson from Atlanta. Let's see if the Cardinals can beat someone other than the Chargers and Eagles. Bijan Robinson.
Threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game.
You don't want to see an injury hit the later part of the game either. So injuries are injuries. You don't want to see injuries at all, but they happen. Cardinals playing someone other than the Eagles in the first round. Cardinals playing someone other than the Chargers in the first round.
Now the holder of the state rushing record as a prep here in Arizona, it's Bijan Robinson.
He couldn't get his number 7 that he usually ran with because Geno Smith had it. Geno was not giving it up. That's his lucky number, especially wearing green.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Geno. This one is caught by Dodson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the pistol, Smith.
Incomplete pass, and it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles. Good defensive plays by the Cardinals in their throwback uniforms. I actually like these uniforms. They were really classic in the 70s when I saw them. They were pretty nice looking with the red, blood red.
Extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession.
Another injury, and the injuries are piling up for both teams.
Following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field.
That's not what you want to have happen.
Staff looks him over. We'll step aside.
That's not what you want to have happen. All these injuries early on in the game or late in the game or at any time. You want a well-played game by both teams, and you want your team to win.
This one with a 3 tight end look.
Kyler Murray.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product.
This is the same team, the Cardinals, that came out in the opening game when they beat the Chargers 2 seasons ago. No one has picked any of their players. Is it an insult? It could be, but I don't think so.
2nd down and 8. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray.
Murray gets the first down for progress.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Is that a Connor?
Good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's got to be James Conner right there, number 6. I believe that's Conner. As you see, they're playing with the throwback uniforms here. They don't have the numbers on them. You would think In the 60s, they might have had some names on their number. Names on their uniforms. Another running play. First down. If the Eagles lose this game, they're going to lose their offense. Therefore, they're going to lose the tush push.
They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Murray and the Cardinals trying to beat somebody other than the Chargers, and then they get the ball to Cotter. Again, a big first down. Run. He gets 9.
Just a yard short of that first down.
Yes. So far, they're doing it on the ground here with the Cardinals. Here's another run. 3 in a row, I believe. They'll get the first down. That really hurts a team on defense because if you're banging them, pass, then you hit them with a pass, they're going to be tired and they're going to give up a chunk play.
They'll go again here to Connor.
Connor for the 4th run in a row. Not tired yet.
Setting up second and short.
The Cardinals, looking at their team, like I said, they beat the Chargers twice in a row. Chargers are a team in flux right now, but they are rebuilding to something great. I believe they are. They're trade and play assets.
He'll get this out wide, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Okay, the Cardinals, this is how...
Here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
Connor again gets the first down. He's running hard. He fumbled the ball, but I thought he was down. But let's see what they call it. I'm sure this is going to be reviewed. I thought he was down. I'm not sure. Well, the runner was probably tired if he did fumble the ball. Here's where I thought he was down, right there.
But it can't come at the expense of the ball.
Down. The ball is down. It's going to be the Cardinals' ball.
The ball itself, in this case, just a
they got to challenge that.
They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
The Eagles offense ready to see the football for the...
Why didn't they challenge that? He's down. Oh, wow. The Cardinals in the playoff game against the Chiefs lost 38-6 in season 1. There you go. Last season, the Cardinals lost to the Tampa Bay champions. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers as world champions, 24-14. The knee is down right there. Then the ball comes out. The player was down before the fumble. It is determined that the player is down before the fumble.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was...
And I knew that he was down, and it will be the Cardinals' ball. They better hold on to it. You can't have that happen. Get that man some rest.
20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun.
Murray, he's going down.
And down he goes. They got him.
That extra time gave the Eagle defense some fresher breath air. What? They got some fresh air in their lungs. A breath of fresh air.
You have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Eagles have lost Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Here's a big deep pass, and oh my, it should have been intercepted. It was right in his hands.
You're not going to get your hands on the ball.
Oh my God.
As a defensive player, and when you do, let alone in the end zone.
If the Eagles lose the game by 6 points, 3 points, 7 points, that play right there will come back to haunt them. And that's the play that lost the coach his offensive plays.
Now It's Murray.
It's a big screen, and Connor gains a big chunk of that yardage lost by the sack, but they will have to be going for a field goal. Cardinals will try to take a 3-0 lead here as the time ends the first quarter.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale.
Genos. Now let's look at what the Eagles have done. The Eagles in their first season beat the Patriots 17-3. This is with Jalen Hurts and Barkley. But in the playoff game, they lost to the Colts 27-17. The Colts have been one of the better teams in this league.
So, fourth down, and the veteran Matt Prater on for the Cards.
Here's the extra point. The field goal attempt.
30 yards out.
Kick is up, and it is good.
And the Cardinals will take a 3-0
Last
lead.
season, the Eagles at home
End up being considered a successful drive.
lost to the Falcons, who are also a very good team now, 24-21.
At the very least, they needed to come
So this is their third or the fourth game they played total.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Britton Covey now on the return. And he is stopped.
Ball.
25. The drive will
We'll stop at the 25.
The Eagles offense ready now for their second drive. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they
Or maybe you can chalk it up to better defenses. We've been seeing some blowouts the last couple of days. Lots of scoring.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
Bijan Robinson gains nothing.
He'll get him down for no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Zaven Collins on the stop. Third down and 9. From the shotgun, Smith.
Well, he had a little bit of time, but he just didn't find any receivers to throw to.
To force fourth down.
Covered sack right on that one.
Individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive.
If the Cardinals win, they will get another home game.
And he'll be brought down. Short return.
If the Eagles win,
Take over there.
they take on Atlanta,
The Cards offense and
which
their
would mean
quarterback, James
that Cleveland taking on the Rams could get a
They
home
have a field
game.
goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
You know, sometimes, once in a while, a couple of times during the game, Kyler Murray will heave that ball deep in the air. But, those punt passes he throws. He just throw it straight up in the air,
Looking to throw.
and he throw it deep. And most of the time, a lot of teams get that completion.
He's gonna be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
As we speak, all the games that I play are evolving with rules that will benefit the league.
3rd and 2. Murray now.
Murray, he's going to roll out to his left. He's going nowhere. It's 4th and 6.
Bring him down.
And both defenses playing huge.
Almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
So on 4th,
The innovation
Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona.
that I'm talking of and speaking of is like, if you win the Super Bowl, you're exempt from
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchdown.
you're exempt from the draft. No one can draft from you. Like Tampa Bay should have been exempt from the draft. Houston should have been exempt
Take over once more.
when they won it the
This
first
one has
season.
been tight so far. A field goal.
But now,
Separating the two sides.
if you win the Super Bowl,
Drive kicks off with
you can
1st
come back
and
with the
10.
same team. And Tampa Bay might get that shot again because they got they got Joe Mixon back, and he's their man.
The man in motion. On 1st down is Smith. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Kaiser White on the defensive penalty.
Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. The open receiver is Dotson. They'll mark him
The
down
question is,
at the 44-yard line.
if the Eagles win, what do you do to help your offense?
Wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball.
And the same thing should be said for the Cardinals.
You get to your route depth, you stick that
It's like they're
around, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
it's like they're stuck
And in motion is Brown.
playing a conservative brand of football.
Chino now on 1st
Chino
and 10.
is going to tuck it in and run the ball and gains nothing.
Maneuvers
Nothing.
back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but
Maybe
he's kinda able to find
if
his
one of
way
these
forward
teams
and at least get back to the
think you
line.
have a legitimate shot at the Super Bowl, they'll trade
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith.
to get some assets here,
This one
knowing that if you do win the
right
Super
side.
Bowl,
And he's
you're
gonna
exempt
take
from the
him
draft
down
and you can
as
repeat.
we hit
And you can
2-20 here in this
continue
first
to
half.
win Super Bowls, you can continue to keep your team intact. The chances are that won't happen.
They'll come up to 3rd and
2-minute warning. 3rd and 3. Geno Smith in the backfield.
Gino.
He sees no one. He rolls to his right. He's going to roll, and he goes down again.
This one, as down he goes.
Cardinals and the Eagles playing excellent defense. A far cry from the last couple of games. Boy, let me tell you, it's been shoooutsville.
Here's their punter.
Dallas Bengals,
As he's
24-16.
on
Detroit, Las Vegas, 33-27. Carolina Chargers, 31-23. New York Jets, Washington, 35-21. Last game that wasn't so scoring that many points was the Vikings taking on the Colts in Indianapolis.
With a 1st and 10.
Now, when I stop talking, they be silent. See, right now, when I be giving facts, they stop talking. Like a good comedian say, you got to pick your moments.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6.
If the Eagles lose, like I said, they will lose their offensive plays and defensive plays. I don't know if they should lose their defensive plays.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Because their defense is good.
All the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Murray. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the
I'm
middle.
thinking if a team loses their coach,
And this is why most teams might decide
it should be based on what their offense and defenses do.
You want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw again is Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 3rd down, Murray.
Murray goes down again. I believe that a team should be able to keep their, at least their defense, if their defense is like average or better.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the 2nd time.
Right now,
Trying to get something inside
the Eagle average is very good at 0, which will lower the average for all the winners.
They'll take over right about their own 13.
And with that being the case that the Eagles will probably maintain their defensive coordinator. But if they lose, somebody's got to be exploited, and it will be the head coach and his offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And we have replacements in order. 3 seconds. This is going to do it for the half.
2nd down. So just a lone field goal accounting for the scoring in the first half. 3-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number one. What awaits us here in the second half? Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close.
There
to the
is
35-yard line.
35:56 left in the third quarter.
They'll have it first in this
It's the
third
Cardinals'
quarter.
ball. They already lead 3-0.
They're going to work with a 1st and 10.
Is Geno Smith the answer for the Eagles? Aaron Rodgers is no longer happy in Jacksonville.
Murray. That thrown short, caught by Ryman.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On second down, here's a run with Connor. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
The Cardinals' drive seems to be so slow.
Here's Murray.
Look where they throw the ball.
Is Marvin Harrison
Before the
Jr.
marker.
And
We got this
he's
guy.
brought down
He don't even throw it
after a
deep.
gain of 6 on first down.
I've seen his highlights in college. Throw the ball to him deep. Once in a while.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Connor.
Connor. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Not his better days.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Murray on third down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Murray gonna fire
Another
this one
quick
out to
throw.
Johnson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run.
Kyler Murray, back to pass, throws, receiver broken up by number 24.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass.
It's going to be second down and goal to go.
Everyone, how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Here's Connor. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So backed up now to the 8-yard line. It's third and goal. From the gun, it's Murk, and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
You find
Gotta
yourself
roll.
trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
So, 4th and goal. Will it go for the field goal? Tough decision for the coach. Ball is at the 16. They go for the field goal.
Prater now out to try this field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell.
He didn't game well.
Past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. From the pistol, Smith. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Gino. Quick throw, taken in. A big hole. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The Eagles.
Terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg.
Geno Smith
Get to the end zone for a touchdown.
gets the touchdown.
Impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play.
Just like that. They can take the lead. The defense has played well.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point.
Never thought this would happen. It's got to be 7-6.
He's got it. And the Eagles move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
All that wasted, no commentary. Now, if I was talking, they would be talking their heads off, especially Greg Olsen.
Here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Score 7-6 in favor of the Eagles. Third quarter.
Dallas on the return.
What will Kyler Murray do?
The 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score.
7-6 score. Cardinals. They got to start bringing getting some deep passes in there. They could do that. They stick and elect to go with the run.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Second and 7.
Second down and 7. Another run, a fake off.
With Murray.
Not a freak off, but a fake off.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Murray continues to throw these short passes.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll be back on the Garlou Senior Radio TV Network.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. On the ground, it's Connor.
Connor again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Murray with a run again. Well, if he's going to run like that, you should do that.
Move this one down inside the 40.
Their offense isn't pretty for the Cardinals, but they're getting the job done.
Finding his way with this defense, back-to-back big gains. Have to see if they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Party and Shaq, Geno Smith.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy.
Was it a jet sweep?
This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, that was Murray right there. Murray.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down, Murray.
Almost picked again.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves
3rd and 12.
Say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots.
I can see Murray heaving that ball up there.
It's a little surprising
Deep.
to see him miss a throw like that on a day, but he's completed
Another swing. Connor going down. No.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here.
And just like that, the Cardinals have the lead, 9-7, and it's 4:06 left. Can Geno do it? Oh, this offense is going to be fired.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the
4:02
25-yard line.
ticks left.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They trail by 2. And will start this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this
1st and 10 for the
tight end look.
Eagles. They run the ball. Bijan Robinson finally get a big play. And that's what they wanted to get all game long.
Up to the 45-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st and 10.
Plenty of time left.
Out of the gun, Smith. The open receiver is Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a
2nd down and 3 now.
Of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, Smith.
1st down.
Throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with. So they can't
1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 27, their own 20 at the 27 of the Cardinals.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10.
Will it get sacked again? He throws the ball. At the ball at the 3-yard line.
They're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody
right now,
to just take
the Eagles are in the driver's seat. They should run the ball.
Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do.
They won't.
We know we need to
Geno Smith got a chance to run it right there. He throws in the corner. Touchdown, Eagle.
Hold in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Devontae Smith.
Yes, they were in bounds. And Devontae Smith scores a touchdown.
This one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way
to go for 2? No. It would not make a difference.
And get themselves this big win.
So go for the extra point, get 14-9. They still got to get a touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles will up the lead to 5.
Well, what a game is turning out to be at the end. Before that, it was kind of boring. Tell that to the coach and the players who's playing the game. They don't think of it like that. They think of it as a defensive struggle by both teams. .208 left, plenty of time. 4 timeouts, basically for the Rams.
Time to kick it back the other way. The return is Greg Dortch, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go.
James Conner, 91 yards rushing today.
He can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Here is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Over the middle.
That's Harrison.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to
Murray back to pass. Sees the receiver. He throws to him. Incomplete. Broken up.
It's incomplete.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. Kyler Murray trying to give his team some life.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He goes down, loses big yardage. It's going to be 3rd and 18.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
I knew where they need help at the offensive line. $138. Why aren't I don't understand sometimes.
In the game right here. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 18. Murray back to pass. He's going to roll to his left. He throws the ball out of bounds. And they're down on 1 play.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
12 and 18. Murray's back to pass. He throws. He sees a guy. It is pick. Tip. And that should do it right there.
Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
It looks like the Eagles will be taking on the Falcons in the playoffs in the first round of the Sweet 16. That means that the Rams have a shot at getting this last home game when they take on the Cleveland Browns.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
They should run the ball. Should be nothing else they do.
Now Robinson. And a good job following his blocker.
So Bijan, if they hold on, he came here and won the game, helped win the game for the Cardinals. Make it the Eagles. Another handoff, Robinson. So close to getting that first down. That would have been the game right there.
Called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
Third and 1. This is the game. If you get it, the Eagles will win. Surprised they didn't do a twist push. He will have the wait. I don't know.
And he's going to have the Eagles first down.
He got it.
At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give.
Will they challenge that?
On 3rd and 1.
I think there's a challenge. Who called the timeout? The Eagles? Because the Eagles look like they have 3 left. Wait, what? The Eagles got the first down. They wouldn't call a timeout.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2
and in a sad game for the Cardinals offense, they only mustered 3 field goals? They're going to lose. The final score will be 14-9 in favor of the Eagles. 16-6 left. They don't have to call a play. The Eagles have done it. They came in here and won it. Well, it's over, folks.
So it's a win here for for the visiting Eagles.
It got exciting a little bit for a brief moment at the end,
as they come away
but
with the victory.
they were unable to pull it off.
For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Well, as the Cardinal faithful file out of here, they say to themselves, maybe next year. Maybe they have to work on their offensive line. They gave up 5 sacks. That's not good if you're trying to be a contender for the Super Bowl. Meanwhile, the Eagles have won their second game in history. They've lost twice in a row? Well, twice. They're 2-2. But their journey continues while the Cardinals go home. The final score is the Eagles 14 and the Arizona Cardinals 9. Arizona will be soul searching to see what happened. They will look at the film and then they will make their decisions wisely. At least we would hope they would. So on that note, have a beautiful Wednesday. Make that May the 21st, 2025. So long, everybody. The final score, the Eagles 14 and the Falcons 9.